Hi everyone, it's Amy, the roaming historian, and I am so happy to be here with you today. If you are new to my channel, thank you for coming. I appreciate you, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself in a second. If you're coming back, wow, you make me so happy. I appreciate everyone and all your support, and so thank you so much. I am a history professor during the regular academic year, and then hence the historian part of roaming historian. And then the roaming part is that I'm also a travel blogger. And so I roam all around whenever we have breaks. And so, when the academic year ends at the end of April, before it starts up at, in the beginning of September or late August, I get to roam, of course. I get to roam on spring break sometimes, and sometimes I even get to roam during the winter break. So I like to roam, roam, roam. Today, I want to talk about something. So over winter break, we went on a cruise, and this has been something that we've been trying to do a little bit more lately. For those of you who are new to my channel or might have missed it in previous communications, my husband is disabled, and so I'm trying to navigate a new type of travel that previously we didn't deal with. And so we've been privileged to enjoy easy travel where we could run through airports and take any excursion and do anything. And now I'm finding myself navigating a different world. And that's what brings me to the group I want to talk about today, which is Shore Excursions Group. So Shore Excursions Group is one of our new affiliates. And I'll have the link for them down below in the description box. I'd appreciate it if you use our link. It doesn't add anything to your cost, but it does help support my channel. So I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to share with you the Shore Excursions Group page. So I don't know about you, but I'd love to know where, have you cruised before? And if you have cruised, do you solely go with the cruise ships excursions? There's a lot of reasons to go with the cruise ships excursions. And one of them, I think probably the most important one of them is that they guarantee that you're going to get back to the ship. Or at least they have that back to ship guarantee that usually they'll hold the ship for you. If they can't hold the ship for you, they'll make sure you get to it the next port. And so for a lot of people I know that means everything. But the excursions are limited. In fact, I've got a cruise coming up and almost everything's sold out. And even those that were, it comes up to something that I find over and over again, and that is that although the excursion itself might have been accessible and might have been willing to deal with some mobility issues, they just do a standard no. We either do total accessibility for somebody who's completely wheelchair bound, or we don't do that. And any accessibility. And I find that a lot of people are like my husband. They have, they use a hybrid of maybe mobility aids, especially for long distances, like folding scooters or folding wheelchairs or something like that. But then for short distances, they might use crutches. And so they have some ability, but it's not it's not enough that the cruise lines and their disability desks, they just are no, it's one or the other. And the other is very expensive. And being disabled is expensive enough. Traveling while disabled is extraordinarily expensive. You can't, if you have to book a accessible room, you can't take advantage of like guaranteed rooms and things like that. So when we came across Shore Excursions Group, this was back in 2023. And I'm going to kind of mimic the cruise that we were on. So here's Shore Excursions Group. And by all means, use this regardless of your ability, because I found several things. One, they're far less expensive. Two, they have guarantees. One of them is that the satisfaction guarantee. I actually have used this. I didn't care. It wasn't even that we didn't care for it. It's that once we got to port, when we got to port, it was so close to where we were. I was afraid we were going to miss the tour, and they refunded my money. And I did because I wasn't completely satisfied. It was amazing. So I would guarantee, I believe their guarantee is correct. They satisfaction guarantee. They guarantee that they return you to your ship or then they pay to get you to the next port. They have great 24/7 support. I've called them and it was great. So let's look and we'll see. And I'll show you the one that we got through there that Norwegian had said, no way, no how. They offered this, but they said there was no way that you could have a folding a scooter or anything, and that they'd hold it for you. So we're going to kind of replicate. We'll go to August 10th of this year, even though this was back in 2023, and we'll use the same ship that we were on at the time, the Norwegian Escape, and hopefully they have the same route. We'll see. But isn't that cool just now what we're seeing here? Isn't this so cool? So you just plug in whatever your ship is, whatever your route is, your times, and it populates with all your excursions. And I've tested it. It's right every time. And so that just like if you're booking through the cruise ship, you just go and you pick. So we're gonna go to it was in Cozumel and here it is. It's the Atlanta Submarine Adventure. So my husband really wanted to go on this, and he felt that he could get down the stairs, but because there's a little ladder that you have to go down, and then they would put him right there. But the problem is that he definitely needed it. He can't go long distances at all. And so he needed to bring his scooter that we had for the ship to the place where we were supposed to meet them for the Atlantis for the boat ride. And so if you go down here, you'll see that they have the activity level. This was an easy activity level, and then restrictions. And there is a height restriction. Um, you have to be able to do 12 steps on a ladder, but they do allow for folding wheelchairs and walkers. And that was where we were finding that nobody else was willing to say that. And so, you can just do this. It's wonderful. Here's their guarantee return to ship. And so, they guarantee lower prices than the cruise line, a money back guaranteed. If you are not satisfied with excursions, they will provide a full refund. They offer it says in the extremely unlikely event, and I called them and asked them, like, does this happen? They're like, the one woman I talked to, she says, I've never seen it happen. And of course, I'm sure every call agent, might have a different experience, but they will pay you an additional $1,000 and they'll pay for your accommodations, they'll pay for your meals, they'll pay for your transportation in the next port, and they'll pay for your accommodations. So that's a wonderful thing. Here you can see all the kinds of destinations. Sorry, I'll move my here. And so let's go and we'll look at, I don't know, let's see if we can find, I know I was looking at this the other day and I was seeing some transatlantic. So here's a 14 night, this is a transatlantic. And these are really cool because, you look and then you see, wow, there's excursions for each, and we can just pick the excursion. Um, Everything from, simple little hop on, hop off buses to more, the best of Malaga. They have private experiences. Here's private Malaga for art lovers, private Malaga Mijas, private Malaga, the Picasso connection. So you can do private tours with them. You can do group tours that are less expensive. I highly recommend them. I really do. I've had a really good success with them. But you know what? I'd love to hear from you. So why don't you tell me in the comments below, one, have you used Shore Excursions Group? What was your experience with them? Two, what excursions do you love? Do you like, when you're on a cruise, what do you look for? What kind of experiences are you looking for? Do you like cultural experiences where you're eating food and getting to mix with locals? Do you like more historical and heritage experiences or archaeological? Are you into adventure? Are you into animals and seeing animals? What do you love? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you, my viewers. I'd love to interact with you. So please give me a comment below and let me know. And so ciao for now and happy travels to you. Bye.